I'm really feeling my fashion from florals to rose gold with gold shit to match it. Run after the new and latest. Want nothing to be outdated. So caught up inside the matrix, I'm willing to just say fuck it. None of this don't mean nothing. Most powerful force is loving. I love to receive some loving. There's gluttony in my stomach. It's nurturing marine onions to chicken wings. But if that shit stink, then I don't want it. Can't worry about being broke. Ain't thinking about Ferragamo. I got on my lucky coat. I'm on it like Chapagano and understanding entirely. One whole entirety. Moving beyond which I can see. Losing grip with society. Holding on to reality. Bullshit won't miss me. My love will always be with me. Not dead but more so alive. I truly could never die. You scared and so was I. Infinity said to tell you that everything is alright. Education come first for your dedication at work. I educated myself and give credit to those who help. My credit cool. I bounced out of school with 0 credits. My teacher subconsciously only telling me I was ready. No looking back for an edit. I roll with the roll credits. My life is a movie. My life is a beauty. And it come with the beast. Light and dark run right through me. Blend it up, make a smoothie. Light me up, I'm illuming. Tell me, are you lost? Not sure what's going on. Even when it's sunny, you feel like you in a storm. But everything is alright. Everything is alright. Everything is alright. Everything is alright.
I'm painting pictures and scriptures, lyrics that come from inner, poems from broken winners. They call us hippies or hipsters. Swisher liquor, we sinners. Candles burn before dinner. Ritualistic mixtures of magic tricksters and wizards. Spirits and gifted genders. Hidden heroic figures. That voice in my head, it whispers. Be grateful for life, nigga. We rainbows and light, mister. Angels, that's right, sister. Fago and mayo on subs. I'm grateful for life's elixirs. So I practice my thankfulness. Yeah, this moment I pray for this. Funny how the tables spin. About to eat the internet up, that's a cable dish. Whoa, Pisces, but I ain't no shrimp, nah. Still a kid with the playfulness. I'm unknown, can't label this. I shock myself with gracefulness. Or by myself, I'm changing quick. Got help, but the choice still came within. People calling me a nutcase, they're the same ones that came and went, get a facial diss. With my middle finger up, why the hell we gotta readjust? They kept us down, that's why I keep it up. I said all this to say I'm free as fuck. Yeah, I'm free as fuck. Infinite, unlimited, infinity. I'm godly and limitless. Bless, my body's an instrument. I could make a zombie infamous. I move my body to a different strip. I got the shotty, I am militant. Word to Gandhi, I am innocent. This ain't a hobby, but I'm killing this. I'm like a Nazi with a viciousness. I'm in the whip and got the windows tint. Too complicated for these simpletons. Me and Kenny ain't no gentleman. This shit is rare, this the year Chris is here. With that Bobby Pimmon shit, my mommy listening. Bars like I'm Johnny Cage. No Nicholas. We can face off, I got skillfulness. I set it off just like Willow Smith. I am a son of a gun, I'm driven to kill, and you can get pistol whipped. I am a boss, I'm balanced and disciplined. I'm signaling all of these middlemen, stupid humans feel belittled, man, just a little bit. Third eye open, we tripling.
And that's mind, body, and spirit. I'm godly and cherished. My mind, body, and spirit.
Namaste. Namaste. Peace, family. Namaste. Young Pharaoh in this bitch. It's a universe before the university. Kenny.
Love yourself.
Uriel. Infinite water. I love you. Crown chakra. I love you. Outer limits.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Undergroundopolis. Tonight, we have Chris Aqkword. Hopefully, I said that right. I think I did. From Buffalo, New York, my first rap hip-hop artist. Very excited. Been waiting for the right one. This is the guy. So, a few things. if you're watching here in Louisville, yes, I did step down from the open mic host, but yes, the open mic is still going on. So play my musician friends that was going down there. If you're watching, hit it back up because it's still going on. It's not just by comedians. It's the all talent night, and it's a really good open mic. And any of you that's been there knows it's a really fun open mic down at 21st in Germantown, right? Just a little, let you all know. Let's bring on my guest.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Oops, wrong button. Tell us who you are, where you're from, even though I've already introduced you. Introduce yourself.
Yes. My name is Chris Aqkword. You know, I'm coming from Buffalo, New York. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
Was there anybody that you saw at a concert or on TV or anything like that that made you say, I want to do that? Who is there some kind of inspiration like that?
Okay. At a concert or TV. I haven't really. I haven't been to too many concerts in my life. But as far as like seeing something that made me wanted to like re-implement that and see if I could do it in my own life would have definitely been hip hop artists, people who pretty much like are like word benders. You know what I'm saying? You got Avatar, they're pretty much Avatar to word benders. You know, people who could just like do miraculous things with words. And you know, so the wordsmiths, you know, people like J.R. Writer, the way he was able like just the way he just put words together. Of course, Papoose, you know, the way he could take his level of vocabulary and his witty wordsmithness and still make it unique and craftsman. The craftsmanship with his you know, his music is you know, beautiful, especially like Lil Wayne, his creativity on how he, you know, could just like do anything with the syllable structure, same as Eminem. But you know, pretty much those type of characters or avatars or aspects of, you know, the all, you know, those type of energies is the things that I wanted to implement in my own being.
Well, how would you describe the music you create?
How would I describe it? First of all, fun, free, healing. Definitely my music is healing. It has a undertone of healing, and you only heard, you know, maybe like a total of 3 songs. When you hear the rest, you'll definitely understand, including the listeners. But you know, fun, free, imaginative. You know, it requires imagination. You know, it got to a point where I was watching movies and I was like, you know, they could have did so much more with this movie, and then I realized a lot of that is supposed to be open for your own imagination, for you to fill in those gaps on your own. And you know, that's another thing that my music is. It's very imaginative. It also requires you to think, and it's a lot of symbolism in it as well. You might think it means one thing, but it means like 7 things, or you might be confused and be like, he's just saying that just to say it. But you know, that's the whole thing with albums. You're supposed to listen to it a couple times and, you know, debunk it and dissect it. You know, you're not supposed to be able to listen to an album at one take through and be able to I understand that. I know exactly where this person is coming from. So I make music where I want you to play it back. I want you to get a book. You know, I want you to have to ask someone a question, or, you know, hit me up on my Instagram and be like, explain this. Like, what do you mean? But you know, that'd probably be how I would explain it.
Right on. Robert Freeman, Facebook viewer, says, can't say I'm a big hip hop listener, but this had my toe tapping and some catchy lyrics. Nice job with the video. Also, thank you, Robert. Wicked Heart YouTube viewer said, that is why I like the show Letterkenny. Great wordplay. So,
yeah.
I've never watched the show. You ever watch it? I don't watch a lot of TV.
Nah, me either. But I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
Just in tune.
Well, just if you didn't know, he is on Spotify, YouTube. Pretty much, he's got some songs on there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a creative process?
Yes.
Do you? See, mine
My
is it pops in my head and I have to pull over and write it down before I forget.
right. That's a part of it. That's a part of it, and that's that's a part of it, in this fast-paced society, you know, it's important to have like a little small notebook, or it's important to have a download a notepad or ink pad in your phone, sticky notes or something for the thoughts that be coming in real time. That's definitely important. But as far as my creation process is, it's very all over the place. It's chaotic. It's chaotic, but in an orderly fashion. So I can give you an example. If you could see that red poster in the background, for an example, if I look at this paper right here, I see the word pranayama. So I have a notebook somewhere in my room with a lot of words that rhyme with pranayama. So I could just do a fake freestyle right now. So I went to the health store and got some ashwagandha. Breath control, yeah, that's pranayama. Coming off the medulla oblongata. Boom, shakalaka. I got about like 30 other words that rhyme with pranayama. So that's one of my processes. If I want to just play with a word, since I'm a wordsmith, I find a word that I play with, and I will just, understand the syllables, and I will pretty much just break the word down and see how many words I could find that is pretty much in the same, syllable sequence with that word. That's one of my aspects of doing it. Another thing that I do is I will probably open up a book, like I have a book right here, and I will just take a sequence of words. So here goes something right here. I'm just going to do it in real time. Okay, apply before. So it's like, okay, apply before. I'm like, okay, apply before, apply before. Okay, the mind's a sword. Gotta find the source. Apply the night something. Apply before. And it's like, since everything communicates with you, I might get an idea randomly, just how ideas pop up in your head randomly, just like you will be driving a car and I think that thought pops up randomly and you have to pull over to write it down in the notepad. It's setting the attention and just getting the creative juices going, and then somehow either a word scheme will develop out of it or a concept will be born out of it. And that's one aspect. Another thing is I listen to the beat. I'll probably just give you like one or two more examples. I will listen to a beat, and from my understanding, I got this example one time. A skateboard wants to be skateboarded on. And I was like, okay. So that means this beat that I'm listening to, this composition, it's going to communicate with me. And, so I try to listen, and whatever I hear, whatever the beat is making me feel, whatever I feel the beat gives off predominantly, I would take those words that I'm labeling and be like, okay, this is going to be an emotional song. I probably take it a step further. What type of emotions, and, it's all over the place, but it's definitely a process. It's definitely a process. And I help other artists who deal with writer's block, struggling with concepts. I definitely help people with that. So when I give people my information, you could hit me up for any time if you need assistance with those type of things. I would never deal with a writer's block ever again in my life. It's impossible.
Where was I? I was getting all in. You got me reeled in, man. You did. I really like it. I have trouble getting the real in part with some people I've had on here, man. It's not been an issue with you.
I'm excited.
I am too. I'm excited about this interview. Where all have you played at?
As far as performing, just Buffalo, New York, which is where I reside as of right now. But I am looking to travel and expand very soon. Very soon.
Do you have a favorite show? that you can think of? Like
A favorite TV show? If I had this.
No, a favorite show you performed.
A favorite show I performed. Yes, actually.
It's one of my favorite questions.
I remember it. I remember it. I was pretty much downtown and downtown Buffalo, and it was an open mic event, and it was like one of my first times actually going to an open mic event, maybe like the second or third time, and it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful, like the connections I was making, the real awe moments, the awe inspiring moments, seeing the raw talent and meeting people for the first time, the first expressions, and then having like an awesome performance. I think I did like 3 songs that night on top of like a whole bunch of like extra stuff, but the performance is what I remember. And then getting off the stage and getting all the feedback and the relationships I made still to this day, like that definitely is one of the strongest memories I have. Definitely.
I love open mics. To this day, I still love doing open mics.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know, man. you come across. I've had people stop in from Canada and every place else. Just like wow,
Wow.
And
wow, that's awesome.
Here is the counter question: do you have a least favorite show you've played?
Yeah, actually, I do. Yeah, I do. I pretty much I think they were just a little discombobulated, and the intentions was to like you have a set amount of songs you would perform. It was at the Johnny B. Wallace Stadium on Best and Jefferson. So yeah, I only had the chance to perform one song. And since I didn't make it to sound check, which I guess was my responsibility, when I was performing, I really couldn't hear myself too clear. So it kind of threw me off of my performance. And that was kind of one of the most emotionally defeating performances because it was a big type of thing that was going on. The Buffalo Bills had hosted it. If I'm not sponsored it, they had something to do with it. So, but I hold no one accountable or anything like that. And I don't really beat myself up about it either. But in real time, that was the most emotional defeating performance I've experienced for sure.
Oh, yeah. There's always bad ones, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. There's shows people that they're not happy with, but you learn to forget them. You trained your brain to forget them in a way, but I still like that. I still like to ask that question to every guest. It is one of my favorite questions.
Yeah.
Let's see. Robert Freeman asks, of all his music, which song best encompasses who Chris Aqkword is as an artist?
Okay, well the song isn't out. The song isn't out yet.
Uh-oh.
But for the person that's asking the question, just stay tuned. The song that probably best describes me.
They're all little diaries.
I'm sorry that it would probably take some time to answer that question.
Well, you can come back to it.
And I want to let this person know why, and it's going to be quick. The reason why it's hard for me to answer that question is because a lot of my music really does come from my heart. And you could ask anyone around me, if I play any one of my songs, I could potentially get trapped in playing that one song over and over and over for days on out. So I probably won't even never have an answer for that. That's going to be very hard.
And then the new ones come out. Oh, this is the best.
I want to know myself.
Do you prefer the studio or the stage?
Both. Both. I prefer the studio stage, and I prefer at home by myself, just having that writing process because they all connected.
Hmm.
They all connected, all three of them. That's the Trinity. That's the Trinity. You know, the taking it from the mental realm at home, putting it on paper, and then taking it to the studio, and then really bringing it to the physical realm because people could listen to it, and then being able to perform it, and then really hit so many levels. You got the visual, you got the air, the sonic, and then just the mental stimulation along with that. If you connect it, that's a heart, a emotional thing as well. So it's like all three of them. All three of them.
It's a good answer, man. If you could open for any artist, who would it be?
Okay. Okay. Cambada. I know nobody probably know who that is, but the artist is Cambada. I would definitely love to open for Cambada. Am I choosing just one or multiple?
Hey, go ahead. You got four. You got an audience. Go ahead.
Cambada would be one. The second one would probably be Who's Alive. Lil Wayne. 3. Loaded Lux. 4. I give 2 more. I would have said MF Doom. I'm just gonna leave it at that 3.
Okay.
Oh, Griselda 4. And I might as well do a 5th one. Come on, quick. I will let her open up for the person I did the song with, Kenny Runaways.
The one in the video, that's a really good song. It'll be on the Spotify version too. See.
He's an awesome.
What is performer. Do you have a famous musician you most admire, or same as it
would probably be Tupac. Cambada. Other than that, I'm not gonna say anybody else because until I meet you personally, I don't really know you. So I just try to take what I can get from you and not personalize the relationship too much. But the reason why I do pick Tupac is because it's not so much a personal thing. I could, as much as I would love to have met him in real life, I could care less, even if he was still breathing. I'm more so in tune with what he represented. And what he represented to me personally is stronger than anybody that I've come into conscious knowing. The reason why I say Cambada is because for him, he's the symbol for me that's going to change the nature of hip hop. So I don't have to meet him personally either, but these are 2 symbols that I hold very dear to my heart. Now, it's a lot of people I love, like Lil Wayne, but I understand the complexity of how it get a little personal or complicated, so I'm not going to mention them.
Okay.
These two people is like I could depersonalize it and still pick them.
Okay. So you got an album coming out? Is that correct?
Yeah, Trinity.
Yeah, or is it out now? Is it out?
Nah, it's coming out. It should have been out. I don't even want to give a date no more at this point. But life keeps unfolding.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
I'm on it. It should be out in the next 2 weeks.
All right, awesome. And it was called Infinity.
No, it's gonna be 3
Trinity.
Trinity. Yeah. So it's a Trinity, but what I could say, one of the projects under this Trinity is gonna be called Chris Aqkword, but the other 2, You're gonna just have to wait, but you just know it's gonna be 3 projects.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Chris Aqkword?
Yeah.
Without giving too much away.
Yeah. The Chris Aqkword project is pretty much gonna be, and I don't have no problem saying this. The Chris Aqkword project is pretty much gonna be a project with no features. It's gonna just be all me. And that's something I wanted to prove to myself because, you know, a lot of people is not gonna like this. I'm a big Nas fan, and one of my producers' favorite rapper is Nas. But it's no hard feelings. Nas Illmatic album was not an album where he did with no features. That's not true. He had people from his neighborhood on one of his songs doing one of the hooks. I can't remember one of the songs, the name of the songs. And he also had AZ on the album with on a hook on Life's a Bitch. So, you know, and if I'm not mistaken, it might be another little track on there where somebody else is like a part of the hook, like whose world is this? That's not Nas. So, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know where people got that idea that was a album where it was just Nas. So for me, I wanted to prove to myself that I could release a project that I believe is very nice, very fire, all those words, because I love it, and not have no features and have a very, 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 very strong positive feedback to that. The other project is pretty much a list of songs that I have no problem sharing this information either. The other project is pretty much a list of songs where I could actually make money off. Because the Chris Aqkword project, they're pretty much beats where I don't own. And the third project, I can't say nothing about that. And I also have no problem sharing this either. This Trinity, you know, I'm into something that they call like harmonic, like the solfeggio frequencies. So you got something called 528 hertz, 432 hertz. And anyone that's into producing music understands a lot about hertz, megahertz, and all these different kinds of hertz, terahertz. So, you know, my first project is going to be symbolic to 528 hertz. So, you know, it's when you hear the song, it's going to make more sense. But, you know, that's what I could share with the people today, you know, to you know, yeah, pull them by a string.
There you go. Let's see. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Yeah, you're gonna love Chris Aqkword. It's definitely gonna. It's you know, it's hard to, I think, to connect my music to anybody. I think I might really get somewhat of a unique type of category. I think hope so. But the best advice I ever got was okay. Time is a virtue, but at the same time, if you wait for too long, you could miss your opportunity. I think that's one of the greatest like advice I ever heard is like take your time, go with the flow. You have all the time in the world, but that's not a literal statement. At the same time, if you wait too long, you will miss your opportunity and time's up. So, you know, that's probably it. And I got a whole bunch of advice. You know, Nike got some of the best advice. Just do it.
Yeah.
For real. I use that every I use that very often. Just do it. I write that down on my bulletin board. I put that on my affirmations. You know, just do it. Like that's very powerful in itself. Life is what you make it. You know, that's the name of my YouTube channel. That's another thing that I live by. You know, like life is what you make it. What are you creating? Because when you look around you, you know everything is coming from your thoughts. So you know you got to take ownership of that.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because I'm really enjoying this interview. I'm a goofy dude, man.
Oh, me too.
And we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, Old age. Oh.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You got. There's a lot of people. The people that have watched tonight that didn't know who you are have. I'm pretty sure we'll be checking out your music. I'm sure there's people that on your end watching because I'm not recognizing some of these names. So, um, what's a message you'd like to leave with your fans, your new fans that you're going to have after tonight, your current fans, your old fans? If you had a message to give your fans, what?
Okay, the message I would give my fans would be listen, I'll give you an example right now. You already heard the song in the beginning, so you already understand and I possess some type of skill, some type of like worthy skill. I can obviously rap and flow. So, with that being said, I got a business called No Litter, Mo Glitter. And yes, I am one of those people that's trying to, rebuild the community. So, it's a lot of artists out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? Who do you want to like put your focus on? I'm an up and coming artist. That's pretty much what I want to leave people with. My business is called No Litter, Mo Glitter, and I'm cleaning the community. You know what I'm saying? You get the litter gone, it reduces crime. You get the litter gone, it improves the value in your neighborhood. I'm speaking to the urban people and anyone else that understands the necessity of what I'm speaking of because litter and trash is all around. You know what I'm saying? So why not support an artist that has this type of mentality that's actually for the public? And I'm gonna end it on this note, my brother. You got certain artists in this industry that may make songs about doing drugs and yet in the interview don't do drugs. And you pay attention to that because some of these people got TV shows that you watch on Netflix. And I'm not going to say any names, not at this early stage of my career. Later on in the future, I definitely will. But peace and love. Oh, and you can find me on Instagram. Instagram, type Chris Aqkword. How do you spell Chris Aqkword? That's ChrisAkword. The AQ is symbolic to aqua, and the word is symbolic to being a wordsmith. So AQKWORD. You can find me on Facebook at Christopher Spit Dem Bars Walker. As soon as you type Christopher Spit Dem, I'm going to pop up. You can find me on my YouTube channel, which is Chris Aqkword. You can also find me on my other YouTube channel, which is Life is What You Make It. But if you have a hard time finding your way there, type Life is What You Make It, taking a spiritual shit. So that's pretty much it, people.
We will put the links in the comments after I get it posted to Facebook to get all your information. I'll make sure to get it out there to everybody. After all, we're all in this together, one favor, because I forget to ask damn near every guest to do this. I put it in my questions. I added it. Will you make me a soundbite?
A soundbite?
For the show. It's just, this is Chris Aqkword. You're tuned in to Undergroundopolis. Or
okay,
your own variation of it, however you want to do it, but to that effect.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, this is Chris Aqkword, and you tuned in to Undergroundopolis. Yes, stay tuned. Bless.
Thank you, man. Thank you for donating your time. Thank you, everybody that's watching. If you haven't liked Undergroundopolis yet, please like the Facebook page or subscribe on YouTube. So subscribe to Chris Aqkword on YouTube. And I'll have the links up here in a minute. Follow him on Facebook. Follow Facebook and Instagram, any social media. I guess you have a Twitter. I think Twitter's kind of dying, but I don't think people's doing it as much.
I don't know.
All right, here we are signing off. Oh, social.
Yes.